Every NHL team's best trade ever. This is part 4. For the Detroit Red Wings, I went with the trade for Chris Draper. The trade was made on June 30th, 1993 as the Winnipeg Jets sent Chris Draper to the Detroit Red Wings for $1. So for the Jets, they acquired $1. The rumor was it was a Canadian dollar, so it was likely one of these bad boys right here. Fun fact, when I was in high school, I used to be able to get Dr. Pepper for one of these. This trade was in 1993, so the Jets were probably able to get a few Dr. Peppers for one of those. Hopefully they were able to, because Chris Draper was really good for Detroit. For Draper, he never put up massive offensive numbers for the Red Wings. Rather, he was known for his excellent defensive ability as a forward and was part of the famous grind line for the Red Wings with a combination of Kirk Maltby, Darren McCarty, and Joe Kocur. And I think it's a testament to how valuable that Draper was to the Red Wings. The fact that he played 1,100 games with Detroit and won 4 Stanley Cups there while also winning a Selke Trophy in 2004. For the Edmonton Oilers, I went with their trade for Doug Weight. The trade was made on March 17th, 1993 when the Edmonton Oilers sent Esa Tikkanen to the New York Rangers in exchange for Doug Weight. For the Rangers, this wasn't necessarily a bad deal. Tikkanen was an agitator and a shutdown forward that brought some championship experience with him from the Oilers over to the Rangers and would help them win the Stanley Cup in 1994, contributing 8 points in that playoff run, but was traded by the Rangers in that offseason after winning the Stanley Cup. As for the Oilers side of this deal, with the dynasty days now in the rearview mirror and many of the greats from those teams being gone, Doug Weight became the face of the team for the last half of the 1990s. He had a 104-point season in 1996. No other Oiler ever hit 100 points again until Connor McDavid in 2017, and Weight is top 10 all-time in Oilers points. For the Florida Panthers, I went with the Matthew Tkachuk trade. The trade was made on July 22nd, 2022, when the Flames would trade Matthew Tkachuk and a 4th-round pick to the Florida Panthers in exchange for Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar, Cole Schwindt, and a 1st-round pick. For the Flames side of this trade, they used the 1st-round pick that Florida sent them to select Colin Potter, 32nd overall in 2025. I think he's got some potential. Cole Schwindt was claimed off waivers by the Golden Knights before ever recording a point with the Calgary Flames. Jonathan Huberdeau at the time of the trade was considered to be the big piece going back to Calgary, but has regressed heavily since going to the Flames and is considered to have one of the worst contracts in the NHL. Weegar's been the best part of this deal for the Flames. Some people have said at times he's a top 20 defenseman. He's a two-way defenseman that scored 20 goals with the team in 2024. As for the Panthers side of this deal, as much as I hate Matthew Tkachuk, man, I wish he was on my team. He's been a massive superstar since going to the Panthers, and he turned the team from a strong playoff team into a champion, put them on his back in his first year with the team, taking him to the Stanley Cup final, then was a major contributor when they won back-to-back Stanley Cups. I can follow for part 5.